Good morning, world. And continuing with our Breaking Through Infinity series, today we're talking about ways to incorporate rewards into your goal journey. First one is that to remember that a reward does not have to be a big thing. It doesn't have to be something ginormous, something that costs a lot of money, something extravagant. A reward simply needs to be something that you don't normally get, that you would get for doing something. And of course, it needs to be something that means something to you, something that matters to you, something that makes you happy, something that makes you smile. Two, it must be, it's important to create a reward schedule. When working on a goal, having a reward schedule means that you have a plan to get something for everything that you do. It's kind of like with that saying, you get something, what is it, no free lunch or something. So for everything you do, for every step you take towards accomplishing your goal, you get some type of a reward, you get something in return. So make sure that there is a reward schedule. It's usually great. People, sometimes you can set up to get rewards at the end of after completing an objective. You can set to get a reward for completing specific tasks that are difficult or that required a lot. Whatever your schedule is, create a reward schedule, because so that after each thing that you do, whether it's after each objective, after every so many tasks, you know that, hey, if I get this done, I get something, I get a prize. 3, rewards must be a positive and desired extra. Again, it's something that makes you happy. A reward has to be something positive. A reward has to be something desired. And most importantly, it must be an extra. For instance, your eating cannot be a reward because you have to eat every day. Your body requires that 3 to 6 meals a day. So eating cannot be a reward. But for instance, some people enjoy a glass of wine, which is an extra. So wine could be a reward. Going to certain places, going out, doing things that are not part of your everyday requirements of daily living. 4, rewards must be consistent and they must match up with what you're getting rewarded for. So this means that no, you cannot get a car for getting up today, but you may be able to get something nice for getting up 5 days a week consistently if that's your goal. Make sure that the goal, if for bigger accomplishments, the rewards are bigger. For smaller accomplishments, the rewards can be smaller. Rewards can be as small as a cookie if you're not an everyday cookie eating person. And finally, you must be willing and able to forego the reward if you have not earned it. A lot of times you find that people say, yeah, once I get this done, I'm going to reward myself with that. And then they don't do this, but they still get that. It doesn't work that way, because if you know, and at the end of the day, whether or not you do what you're supposed to do, you're going to get the reward anyway. What's the point? What's the motivation to do what it is that you need to do? Make sure that the reward is something that you can and are willing to forego, or hopefully that won't be the case, but if there is a situation where you did not do what you were supposed to do to earn the reward. Quick recap. 1, it does not have to be a big thing. It could be something as small as a cookie, but sure, it could be a car, depending on what it is that you have done to earn it. 2, you need to create a reward schedule because it's good when you are anticipating, when you're looking to, it gives you something to look forward to as you're progressing. And 3, it must be positive as well as desired. It must be a positive and desired extra. It can't be your regular meal for the day, but it can be something special for a meal, something that is extra, something you would not normally get. And of course, 4, rewards must be consistent. Again, going back to the schedule. If you're supposed to be getting a reward, make sure that you get the reward. And of course, make sure that the reward matches what you're getting it for. And finally, you must be willing and able to forego the reward if for some reason you neglected or failed to do what you were supposed to do. But you're not going to fail, right? You're going to do it. And as always, if you're struggling with something that is more than you can handle, I always encourage you to reach out and get the help you need. And this The Breaking Through series, as I mentioned, is based on the book Breaking Through Infinity. Just you can always click in the information and get for a link to get that book, which has a lot more information and a lot more fun stuff. And that will be all we have for today. Good morning, world. Have an awesome day.